This program is rated adults only and contains language that may offend some people.
Hi New Zealand, I'm Brett from Flight of the Conchords, New Zealand's fourth most popular musical comedy band in New Zealand.
And I'm Jermaine from popular band Flight of the Conchords. What am I doing in a kayak? Good question.
What am I doing in a plane? Another good question. I'm on my way to Texas, America.
Same.
We've been invited to Austin, to the South by Southwest Music Festival.
Never heard of it, but apparently it serves as a springboard to the lucrative American music market.
There'll be producers, agents, managers.
Record execs, concert bookers, entertainment lawyers. There'll be over 1,500 bands. 8 or 9 or 10 of them will be from New Zealand. We're one of those bands.
Made it. Austin, Texas, State Capitol building.
Hey man, sorry I'm late.
Hey.
Welcome to our documentary.
Americans call Austin the live music capital of the world, but only a small percentage of Americans have travelled outside America, so they probably wouldn't really know.
Over the next 4 days and nights, hundreds of bars, parks, street corners, and the roof of an 8-seater van are converted into makeshift venues for the festival.
Along with approximately 1,499 other bands, we are here hoping for a break into the American music market. While we're here, we're also making a documentary. The one you're watching.
It's our first experience as documentarians.
This is our bag of free stuff. It's a coaster. I'm going to put that on my little dresser by my bed in my hotel and just put my drink on that.
So you see it?
Flip it over. If I get sick of that design, just flip it over. Put my drink on. Like this sort of thing. That's just a freebie.
There's a condom there, so bands are meant to just...
So one condom for the whole band, for us.
Lucky there's only 2 of us, but I mean, if you're in a bigger band, that would...
We probably won't need it, but for other more popular bands, they'll need more than one. They'll probably need about 20 at minimum. Hi guys.
Hi. Hello.
What are your names?
The Emeralds.
And what's your sound? What sort of music?
Rock and roll. Yeah, samurai rock and roll.
First of all, it's soul.
Power pop, punk
stuff.
It's blues and it's rock.
like Kleenex, like girls who don't know how to play instruments, but they do it anyway.
And then it's roots.
Yeah, it's a traditional Japanese.
A remake style of music which combines boogie-woogie, jazz, and shamisen.
That's good.
Look around the room, I can tell that you are the most beautiful girl in the room. In the whole wide room. And when you're on the street, depending on the street, I bet you are definitely in the top 3 good-looking girls on the street. On the street, and when I saw you at my mate's place, I thought, what is she doing at my mate's place?
Each day, a different celebrity guest does a public interview or keynote, including the Grim Reaper of Pop, Morrissey.
This afternoon, Morrissey is being interviewed by David Frick, editor of Rolling Stone magazine. So here we are at the Morrissey keynote. It's where Morrissey's going to answer a few questions.
They're preparing the stage right now. What they've done is they've got a couple of seats and a jug, possibly, of water. It's the whole deal. They've got...
It's basically like a living room up there.
They've got some... It's like a living room that you've cut the front off it and put 200 people in it.
So Morrissey's going to be right at home. Everyone is totally excited, psyched here. You know, the atmosphere is, you know, there's a lot of anticipation. You can see.
It's a little smaller. Yeah, it's a little smaller.
Oh, here he is. That's Morrissey. He's there. He's here. Here he is.
Got to stand up.
I don't know why I need to do this, but they said to introduce him, Morrissey.
Thank you. What have I learned? Is that what you're...
Let's talk about specific learning.
Well, specific learning, I'm just seeing lots of very joyful things in life, whereas I didn't in the past, to be quite honest. Which maybe you noticed, I don't know.
I'm here with Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords. Just want to say that before we get started. I think everyone's excited about this. The Flight of the Conchords sort of keynote, I guess you'd call it.
I'm here with Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords. Brett, tell me about your band.
We started off as a band, and then our first gig was at a comedy night opening for the comedy show, and then we ended up turning into a comedy band. But technically we're still a band.
What constitutes a band?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
You know, you can have a one-man band, but I think that's not really a serious band. People don't take a one-man band as a bit of a, it's a little bit of a joke, I think.
Do you mean a guy with cymbals between his knees?
Yeah, the whole thing, and the harmonica, and I don't mind one-man bands, but I think if you want to be taken seriously as a band, you do have to have two members.
At least.
Our first gig is the South by Southwest opening dinner at the swanky Four Seasons Hotel where all the stars of the festival stay. It's said to be the swankiest hotel in Austin. It's the swankiest hotel we've played at by heaps.
Festival organizer Roland Swenson invited us to play the dinner after seeing us on American TV network HBO. This gig will be the first time we've played in America since that exposure.
With exposure, it's the same in the entertainment industry as it is in tramping. Too much could kill you, not enough, and you may as well stay at home.
We're very lucky tonight to have a special guest all the way from New Zealand. I'd like to introduce Flight of the Conchords. Let's give them a big South by Southwest welcome.
Here we go. You're so beautiful. You could be a waitress. You could be an air hostess in the 60s. You're so beautiful. You could be a part-time model.
Are there any bands that you can name who've come to this festival and then kind of, what's the word, like...
Blown up.
Blown up, yeah. Hit the big time as a result of the festival?
You know, I mean, I don't really like to take credit for that because the artists that happens to, you know, there's a lot of reasons. But, you know, if you force me to answer, then...
well, that's what we're going to do, Roland.
We want the truth. We want the truth, Roland.
You know, the people that give us credit, I'll take it, okay? So anyway, some of the acts that played here early were like Nora Jones, the White Stripes, a couple of years ago, Franz Ferdinand. The Darkness played here twice and nobody knew who they were, and they got a record deal, and you know, they put it in their official biography that they got discovered here, so who am I to argue? So.
How did they get a hottie like that to a party like this? Good one day. You're a legend today. I asked Dave if he's gonna make a move on you. He's not sure. I say, Dave, do you mind if I do?
This is DJ Copperhead. I'm at the South by Southwest Music Convention, and at the opening dinner, Flight of the Conchords came in and performed, and they were fantastic. I asked to interview them, and in a very comedic twist. They said they would only agree to let me interview them if they could interview me while I was interviewing them for a documentary. So we're gonna have a battle of the interviews with Brett and Jermaine of Flight of the Conchords.
We're here with DJ Copperhead, who was just in the Four Seasons dinner, and he's asked us to interview if we can. You see, we're not very good at this.
It's 12 or 2, just me and you, and 7 other dudes around you on the dance floor. I draw you near, let's get out of here. Let's get in a cab, I'll shout you a kebab. And I can't believe that I'm sharing a kebab with the most beautiful girl I have ever seen with a kebab. Yeah.
Well, the fact is, you're funny, and you seem to be making a little bit of a buzz. I keep hearing people think you're on either HBO or Comedy Central. They don't know what, but they're walking around in their underwear laughing to you, they say. So what do you feel about that? How's that working out for you?
It's exciting, yeah. Because now we walk down the street and maybe one person in about 1,000 recognizes us.
Yeah, but that guy did get us on the phone to his girlfriend.
That's true. We met a guy who asked us to talk to his girlfriend, and she was in Miami.
She had also heard of us.
Yeah.
A couple of people have heard of you.
This is what
States.
we're talking about. We're talking.
We talked to them. And we got another couple people in our podcast, so we'll hear you now.
3 tonight, and then there were 5 in Los Angeles, so we're getting up there, 15 people.
Oh, you're like one of those girls I've been definitely chatting to in the chat rooms. You're beautiful like a beautiful tree or a high-class prostitute. Yeah, well, you could be a part-time model. Well, you'd probably still have to keep your normal job. Part-time model. But I can see you in your undies in the catalog. Part-time model. Spending part of the time modeling and part of the time next to me.
How big are you guys gonna get?
Well, that's quite a big step.
Probably medium.
Medium? Medium big.
Yeah, I mean, the Americans like things supersized.
No.
You know,
we like things small, so it's going to average out, hopefully.
You know, in America, you're supposed to say, we're going to take over the world.
I doubt
We're going to own Comedy Central.
No.
No, that's not going to happen. I don't know how long I've been away now. I think maybe 2 days. And you just start, missing New Zealand. And I mean, I have a little trick where I just flick through my passport just to remind me of home. And see this? There's the coat of arms. See that? You see that? Just reminds me of home. So it says Wellington, New Zealand in it. Just little things like that really take you back. That's where I was born. And that's also Wellington was where the passport was authorised. Anyway, it's just something I do, take this wherever I go. When I'm leaving the country, I take this just to remind me of home. So they've put us right in the heart of it here. Not sure who organised the accommodation, but we're right in the sort of industrial car park zone of Austin. The sort of outer Austin, I guess, because you can't see Austin. And then there's the freeway, which is the main view, that's probably the most interesting part of the view, because it's always changing. So I guess those people are on their way into Austin or out of Austin. Some of them probably going into to see us tonight.
Austin is also the political capital of the state of Texas. A number of Texan governors who have sat in office in Austin have gone on to become President Bush, including George W. Bush and George Bush.
In making this documentary, we've got to do some great things, talk to some interesting local characters.
Really? Yeah. Who's?
Gubernatorial candidate, Kinky Friedman. I learned about the word gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial, meaning running for governor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great word. You didn't know that word?
I didn't.
No.
with gubernatorial candidate Kinky Friedman. Could you tell us about your career so far, Kinky?
Well, it's been mostly downhill. I started as a chess prodigy at age 7, playing the Grandmaster of the World, Samuel Reshevsky, in 1952. I struggled through college here at the University of Texas. And then I became a musician for a while and an author. And now I'm running for office, and I do see a logical extension here between the music, the novels, and running for governor, in that it is truth-telling. All of them are expressing the truth as best as you can, and Jewish cowboys speak the truth.
One of the governors here was the current president. Is he a bit nuts?
Is he a bit nuts? Well, I would hope so. You know, I mean, you would have to be if you want to be president. I would say George, you know, I'm personal friends with George and with Bill Clinton. And I'm the only man, I think, who's slept at the White House under 2 presidents. But I will say that George is a good man trapped in a Republican's body. That's the problem.
How would you describe Austin as a city in Texas? Is it like the rest of Texas, or is it kind of different to most of the other cities here?
Well, it was the first place where they had hippies and pot smoking and music of a certain kind. I think Willie Nelson, I blame Willie, the hillbilly Dalai Lama, for starting this. He brought the rednecks and the hippies together. And I believe musicians can better run this state than politicians. That's all. I mean, we won't get a lot done in the mornings, but we'll work hard, we'll work late, and we'll be honest. And I think we're going to use I Saw the Light as a campaign theme song. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Then the candidate comes out to a bright, shining light. I saw the light. I think it's a good idea.
With a big, bright light behind you.
Yes, that's right.
It's not unusual for politics and music to mix. Former New Zealand Prime Minister Geoffrey Palmer used to play the trumpet.
As a band, we often use music to deal with the issues.
Children on the streets using guns and knives, taking drugs and each other's lives, killing each other using knives and forks, and calling each other names like a dog.
It's the night of the New Zealand Music Showcase. This is a chance for New Zealand bands to showcase their bands.
The gig is in the centre of downtown Austin in a not very soundproof tent. Unfortunately for us, the not very soundproof Canadian tent is right next door, and we've been scheduled to perform at exactly the same time as Canadian musicians, the Swollen Members.
Hello everybody. How's it going out there? This is a real dream gig with the Canadian Swollen Members behind us.
Perfect situation, really. Come over to Texas, play in a tent. Most people aren't listening. Right.
There's a few people listening. Appreciate that.
This one's for you guys.
They're turning kids into slaves just to make cheaper sneakers. But what's the real cost? Cause the sneakers don't seem that much cheaper. Why are sneakers still so expensive when you got them made by little slave kids? Come on, what are your overheads?
At the end of your life, you're lucky if you die. Sometimes I wonder why we even try. I saw a man lying on the street half dead, with knives and forks sticking out of his leg, and he said, ow. Can somebody get the knife and fork out of my leg, please?
Could somebody please remove these cutleries from my knees? And then we broke it down. This is where we break it down.
The gig is organised by the New Zealand Music Industry Commission, an organisation in place to organise New Zealand musicians at home and abroad. The showcase is crucial for putting New Zealand on the map. Have you heard of any bands from New Zealand?
No. Not off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
And have you heard of any bands from New Zealand?
I'm sorry?
Do you know of any bands from New Zealand?
Honestly, no.
Nah, as far as like New Zealand culture, I'm totally clueless.
Have you heard of any bands from New Zealand?
New Zealand? I don't think so.
You know the country, though?
Yes, I'm familiar with the country, yes.
Have you heard of anyone from New Zealand?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so.
Have you heard of any bands from New Zealand?
From New Zealand? No. I haven't heard. I didn't even know they had any bands here.
There you have it. The truth. It's day 3 of the 5-day festival. There's 2 days to go, or 3 if you count this one.
Through those reflexes. So I hope you had a good workout. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Order right now and get a second L free.
Simply insert the tray, add the light, and turn it on.
Just watching a bit of TV. Just got to have a little break. Being on the road can be pretty testing, you know, checking with the band and everything, you know. It's just good to get some time away from the band and...
Hey, Rick.
Oh, hey, man.
What are you up to?
Just watching, not sure what it is, actually. Just having a bit of quiet time.
I've come into the room and am annoying Brett without realising I am. This is causing major tension. Could this be the end of the band? Fortunately, it's not. 10 minutes later, and we're back to business.
Oh yeah, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time.
Well, the best live show you'll ever see, besides maybe Crowded House, but they broke up, didn't they? Shit.
Out on the promo trail, we bump into fellow New Zealand 2-person band, Coco Solid.
Hey, South by Southwest is going up. This is our first show, playing to a capacity crowd right now. We're gonna fly to the Conchords, Coco Solid, DNL. For you, baby doll, the song I dedicate. Don't look at me, girl, I can't concentrate. My game is tight, and so are them pants. Do that shit out for true romance.
So, what are you guys doing in Texas?
We're rapping and doing shows and whatnot, and wooing industry types. Look in my eyes and make your favorite rapper sing. I love you, baby. Check out my marketing. Yeah.
Now everybody knows that I'm your half-caste honey, but boy, you wind me up like the Energizer Bunny. You're so good looking, Lord knows you're funny. Boy, I love you more than a fistful of money. Are you his crew?
Pretty much. When Jermaine's rapping, I'm his crew. When I rap, Jermaine becomes my crew.
Sweet.
Yeah, is that how you guys work?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the duties of a crew, like, you don't really have to do that much. You just have to be like,
yeah,
that's about it. And if you don't know how to party, then you don't know nothing.
We rock together.
We roll together.
And on the Scoopy Jam, we rap together. Yeah. Peace out from Austin, Texas. C&E, Bill and Ted, Austin, Texas.
Offensive Canadian electro-punk artist Peaches has agreed to do an interview on the condition that we massage her feet. We're concerned that the foot massage will detract from the serious nature of our documentary.
I have a question. Are we with Peaches?
That's my question. Are you with Peaches?
Yes.
I guess you are. If you're rubbing my big toes, boys.
Yeah.
I think I need to cut the toenail on that.
On this one?
Yeah,
oh, we're not doing that. It's all right.
I'm sorry about that. Don't make a hole in my socks or anything.
Okay, just a bit softer.
Yeah.
And I've got a question.
Ooh, you're getting into it. Yeah.
So we're here in South by Southwest. Have you been here before?
I have been here before. I played here in 2000 with my little beatbox, and I was doing this show. This feels so great. 2 guys for every girl. I'm so happy I wrote that song. And I played here, and there was one guy who was going crazy in the audience, like nuts. And I'm like, who's that freak? It was Trent Reznor. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a cool story? Cool. Yeah.
I don't know who she's talking about, but it's clearly someone famous. Peaches, I guess, is a stage name.
Peaches is a stage name. Would you like?
Call you Peaches?
Yeah, call me Peaches.
Okay.
You could be my friend.
My stage name is Brett, but my real name is also Brett. Do you think need a different stage name.
Or a different real name.
Yeah.
Different real name? No. No, if it works, you just got to be happy and, you know, go with it. I personally call myself Peaches from a Nina Simone song.
Oh, okay.
Two women, and then at the end of the song she says,
We won't know.
Peaches! And I like the way she sings it.
My name is Peaches.
Yeah.
Who are all these people that hang around with you? You seem to have a documentary crew where you go?
Not all the time.
Really? That's just for this festival?
Just for this festival.
Okay. There's a guy, Mike. Who's he?
He's our American music manager. We're in an opulent ballroom talking to our manager, our music manager, that is, Mike Martinovich. Did I say that right, Mike?
Absolutely, it was perfectly done.
So, what are your plans for our band?
That's a good question, Brett, because I don't necessarily look at any of the clients that I work with as, functionaries to my vision, and it's my job to provide opportunity, but also to execute, ideas that you have and things that you want to do.
So it's about what we want to do?
Yes.
So, Jermaine, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to work all the time.
Is it possible to organise that, Mike?
That's actually something that a manager has to politically navigate, and...
Because I want to work all the time.
Then I will be happy to continue to work with you. And we'll have to figure out a way to position Jermaine such that he looks like he's working more often than he is.
But you can't separate those, right?
We're about to do our gig at the Yard Dog Gallery. The sound system isn't working properly, and the venue's sound engineer has abandoned us, claiming he doesn't know how to fix it.
Sure. Sorry about the wait. Just having a few technical problems.
Hi, Texas.
Looking around the room, I can tell that you are the most beautiful girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Feel that?
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's the power.
This isn't going very well.
This is a dream gig. This is a fucking dream gig for us.
So we asked our manager if he could get us to stand on a box in a tent.
Next to a band that was about to play.
And he managed it.
He's good, man. He's good.
He managed it.
He's good. He does everything we ask.
When I introduce myself on behalf of Flight of the Conchords, I refer to you as a musical comedy duo.
Duo. That's what we're trying to shake.
You're trying to shake the duo
Well,
thing?
because people think of a duo as not a band. But as far as I can tell, we are a band. We've banded together.
If that's what it is, then that's what it is. But,
Are the White Stripes a musical duo?
They are, aren't they?
Right, I've never heard them called that.
They're a rock and roll duo.
That's a very interesting point.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Never referred to as a band.
Mel and Kim. Wham.
Definitely a pop duo. Wham, pop duo.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Sounds all right.
I don't think that
Part of the Conchords, a pop duo.
Pop comedic musical comedy duo.
Oh man, this is ridiculous.
Can you guys hear that?
This is
Okay.
ridiculous.
We can. I reckon flag. Let's. We're gonna do another sound check while these guys play. We'll play after this.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. I think that's gonna be better. Let's go. We're just gonna go backstage.
Well, I'm not sure if that was really a gig. We didn't even play a song. But if it was a gig, that's up there in our top 3 worst gigs ever. That makes the New Zealand Showcase look like a great time. Yeah, it was, still, we've got another chance. We've got the second half of the show. So it can only get better. We're still at the Yard Dog Gallery. We're going to make a second attempt at the gig. Our manager, Mike, has negotiated us onto the main stage. If we get this right, it could be the medium break we're looking for.
On the main stage.
Do you guys remember last time we were here, we were playing on the opening stage?
Already.
We're blowing up, man. It's fucking awesome.
We're on the main box.
Yeah, man, we're taking over.
Put a funky groove down. That sounds like a funky groove, Brett.
Thanks, man.
Girl, tonight we're gonna make love. Yeah. You know how I know, baby? Because it's Wednesday. Wednesday night is the night that we usually make love. It's when everything is just right. Nothing good on TV. Everything is just right. Oh, for making love.
So here we are. We've just done the gig at the Yard Dog. Apparently Neil Young was there. He saw us, but he didn't. I'm not sure if he liked it or not. He had to go. But
I think his wife liked it.
his wife, Neil Young's wife, liked our show, so it's pretty exciting. And here we are with a few new Conchords fans. What are your names?
I'm Lisa. I'm Katie.
And where are we now? Like, what's just happened?
I just saw your fabulous show. We're in Austin, Texas. Although actually I think I'm in heaven because I'm standing next to you.
Whoa. Okay.
You better handle this one. You lead me into the bathroom, thank you. We'll go brush our teeth. Nice and slow. Shika, shika, shika.
Where are you from?
I'm from Madison, Wisconsin.
And how far away is that?
By car, about 18 to 20 hours north.
And so how did you get here today?
Well, I drove Sunday through Tuesday to get here.
Wow, that's committed. That's great. And where are you from?
I'm from Austin. I drove about 5 minutes from down there, but I really,
Still
really
counts.
wanted to
We
come
still
to
appreciate
you.
it.
We still appreciate it.
Good.
Next thing you know, I'm down to just my socks. And when I'm down to just my socks, you know what time it is, girl. It's business time. It's business time. You know when I'm down to my socks, it's time for business. That's why they call business socks. Ooh, it's business time.
And how did you come across Flight of the Conchords?
When she was born, we were up late and saw you guys on the television, and we're really into y'all. So then we started looking it up. We saw the One Night Stand and just enjoyed it. TiVo'd it, showed everybody in San Antonio that we could come across, and yeah, I've got a little cult growing in San Antonio, Texas.
Making love for two, making love for 2 minutes. When it's with me, you only need 2 minutes. Cause I'm so intense. It's intensified, concentrated 2-minute love.
Can you explain what the folk is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what is What the Folk?
What the Folk is, it's a website run by Sherry, who has been a fan for many years and knows you guys. And then there's a bunch of us ladies and one man, and he's over there. His name is John. And we just talk about these guys online. It's pretty dorky, actually. But
It's our fan base. It's our key fan base.
yeah, you know, actually, it's getting very, very popular lately.
It's probably, realistically, it'd be about 10 people, but 10 dedicated people.
Very dedicated.
Very dedicated.
Too dedicated.
Too dedicated.
Too dedicated.
Yeah, a little obsessed, but this is what I carry in my wallet all the time. Got my oldest daughter and my second daughter and Jermaine's lips. And so whenever I show them,
Look out! I need to have a picture of me.
no picture of him,
All right. Okay. It was really nice to meet you guys. You say you want some more. Well, I'm not surprised, but I'm quite sleepy. Business hours are over, baby.
Today's keynote is with Neil Young. He's here promoting the release of his new concert film, Heart of Gold.
While we're waiting for Neil Young to arrive, a local school choir keeps us entertained. They're singing an inspiring rock ballad that claims one good rock show can change the world.
It's easy for children to say that, but for a rock show to really change the world, it would have to be really good.
And then Canada's answer to Neil Finn, Neil Young, arrives on stage.
You've written about colors a lot. I mean, do you foresee your songs as a visual, like a painting almost?
You know, I don't really foresee a song. Getting at the essence of creativity is kind of like coming up on a caged animal and trying not to scare it. You're not in a cage that, like cages like you know, not bars, but an animal that's in a hole, and but it comes out of the hole, and then you're looking at it, and it's looking at you.
Instead of getting some much-needed rest, we're on our way to do a photo shoot for a feature on up-and-coming comedians in Time magazine.
I know. Time magazine. We're just as surprised as you are.
Not the Australian version either, but the real proper one. We're still on our way to a photo shoot for Time magazine.
Mike's driving on the other side of the road. It's things like this that make you realize how different America is.
Where are we having the photo?
Yeah.
It's a place called the Broken Spoke.
Is that a venue?
Yeah, it's a very rustic, authentic sort of Austin, Texas rock and roll room.
The Broken Spoke claims to be the last of the true Texan dance halls.
Broken Spoke, Johnny Gimmel inspired Western swing kind of thing. Right there, 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling blue for Texas. Texas fits me like a glove.
The people you see in these shots are not actors. They're really like that. Many of the country and western greats have performed and eaten chicken fried steak here.
We go out the back for the photo. They've built the room especially for us.
Hey, how are you? What do you think of the place, huh? We had it built just for you guys. Thanks, man. Turn your faces towards me. Yeah, that's great. Here you go.
How big will the photo be in the magazine?
Well, the funner we make it, the bigger it's supposed to run. So it could be full page-ish.
So it's not much fun.
Yeah, it's you know, you're out. Forget it.
To get a full page, it's imperative that we make this photo shoot very fun.
Here we go.
Have you ever taken a photo of George W. Bush?
Actually, I photographed him when he was governor of Texas. The shot we did of him, in the governor's office, there's a quite a famous picture of George Washington, a painting that we all have in the schools and stuff. And so I have George W. under the picture of George Washington. I call it the two Georges. So, but George W. is kind of stiff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he has to be, because when he lets his personality out, some of the candid shots they get of him doing speeches,
it's
that sort of thing.
I wish he wasn't from Texas, you know.
Texas fits me like a glove.
The photo shoot was fun, but was it fun enough? We don't have time to think about it. We've got a record label showcase gig to do.
I'm always gonna call Texas home. I'm feeling blue for Texas.
Here I am, located outside the venue, the Red Eyed Fly. It's a rock club. We're about to rock it, I suppose.
It's the Sub Pop showcase gig. Sub Pop is one of America's biggest independent labels. They're most famous for signing grunge band Nirvana. Tonight's the first time we perform as part of their stable.
We're not the only New Zealanders on the bill. Retro pop Jaffa band The Brunettes are also signed to the label. music industry terms, the brunettes go off big time.
Do you find like people in America are more into it than in New Zealand?
Totally.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think here they're quite ready to be really vocal and get a little bit, well, yeah, mostly vocal, loud and a bit crazy.
So should we tell New Zealand to just loosen up just a little bit?
Yeah. It's a win-win situation.
You're actually a bit too loud. If you just do it, if you just say that again, but a bit quieter. Are you ready?
We're not really used to it.
Are you ready, Texas? Should just be like a yeah, just like that. Are you ready, Texas?
It feels more like home.
Better.
Now we're going to shake it.
Oh my God, she's so hot. She's so fucking hot. She's like a curry. I gotta tell her how hot she is. But if I tell her how hot she is, she'll think I'm being sexist. She's so hot, she's making me sexist. Bitch. I think I need just a little bit of mandolin. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And now, just a little bit of drums.
Last night at our gig, there were people with Flight of the Conchords t-shirts that they'd made themselves. They had photos to sign. Did you enjoy that?
I like the t-shirts. Yeah. And then a lot of people wanted to take photographs with us, you mean? A lot of people did.
People in the room doing boom like it's never been done. Nothing moving, let it go boom again. In the marquee, the bass is booming. Someone smoking boom at the back of the room. Like it's a Thursday spring, flowers are blooming.
I found myself unsure as to what sort of face how to look in the photo. Because I wasn't really...
What are some of the ones that you tried?
I like the one where we're pointing at the person as though it's exciting to see them. The sort of...
Who's the boom king? Who's the boom king? I'm the boom king. Text me. Okay.
The gig is going well. This is good because it's our most important gig of the festival. Maybe the Palm School Choir was right. Maybe one good rock show can change the world.
Enthused by the crowd, Brett has attempted to stage dive. But will the audience catch him?
No. It turns out the American audience aren't as supportive as they'd appeared to be. It's time to go home.